from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, July 5th, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. A Luzerne man threatened to shoot his neighbor with a crossbow over fireworks incident early Sunday morning. 53-year-old Stephen Casey confronted a neighbor and said that he would shoot her in the knee with a crossbow. Police responded to 881 Charles Street just before 12:30 in the morning. They found Casey to be in possession of a loaded weapon. The neighbor told authorities that he came up to her back deck, highly intoxicated, and threatened to shoot if they lift up any more fireworks. He was charged with 4 counts of reckless endangerment, criminal trespassing, public drunkenness, and 1 count each of making terroristic threats. He was arraigned Sunday before Magisterial District Judge James Dixon and taken to the Luzerne County Prison on $30,000 bail. Today, state police filed charges against the father of a hit-and-run victim, 40-year-old Stephen Miller, who headed a law change to crack down on suspected drunken drivers after the death of his 5-year-old son, Kevin, is faced with charges of driving under the influence of alcohol, 2 counts of endangering the welfare of children, and traffic citations dated to his arrest in June. Miller received the charges through mail today at his home in Dallas Township, summoning him to appear in court on August 17th. A court document indicated that Miller will face the highest level of a DUI charge or above 0.16% blood alcohol concentration. Miller and his wife Caroline were vocal advocates for stricter laws after their 5-year-old son Kevin was killed by a driver in Wilkes-Barre in December of 2012. The family pushed for legal reforms in the aftermath of the incident by seeking to eliminate the loophole that encouraged drunk drivers to leave the scene. Kevin's law took effect in August of 2014, imposing a mandatory minimum of 3 years in prison for anyone who flees a fatal hit-and-run crash. A Wilkes-Barre woman was taken into custody after police say she stabbed another woman during a dispute. 33-year-old Yahada Santiago got into a verbal argument with a 40-year-old woman at a home on Madison Street. According to police, the alleged fight escalated and Santiago allegedly grabbed a knife and stabbed the woman twice in the arm. No word on the severity of the victim's injuries by police. Santiago was arrested. A Frackville man was arrested after police were called to the area of 400 South Lehigh Avenue in reference to a heroin overdose. Frackville Borough Police say Joseph Arrigo of Frackville is charged with furnishing of false or fraudulent materials from applications, possession of drug paraphernalia, and tampering with physical evidence. Police say when they got to the residence on June 16th, they found a male unconscious in a bathtub. Arrigo told police that the male had just injected heroin and admitted to police that he flushed the syringe and heroin down the toilet before they arrived. Police found 9 white bags of heroin and 5 blue bags of heroin on top of the trash that were not destroyed. He will now face those charges at Magisterial District Judge Christina Hale's office in Frackville. No criminal charges will be filed against former Secretary of State and Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton and her handling of classified information. FBI Director James B. Comey said on Tuesday that the Bureau would not recommend criminal charges against Clinton, which will lift an enormous legal cloud from her presidential campaign. Comey said no reasonable prosecutor would pursue the case, but added that Clinton was extremely careless with the classified information. He said there was no clear evidence that Clinton intended to violate the laws which govern classified information. In order to warrant a criminal charge, Mr. Comey said that they had to be evidence that Mrs. Clinton intentionally sent or received classified information, which was something the FBI did not find. Today, Congressman Lou Barletta issued the following statement regarding FBI Director James Comey's announcement. Quote, "I believe Director Comey and his staff at the FBI are top professionals with dedication and thoroughness and the rule of law. I am perplexed, however, at the decision announced today." Barletta went on to say, quote, "What is clear is that Hillary Clinton believes herself to be above the law, and for today, she was right," unquote. Police in Wilkes-Barre are on the lookout for a teenage boy who was reported missing by his grandmother on Sunday. 15-year-old Jayshawn Gibson was reported missing around 4 a.m. Sunday after his grandmother reported that they were arguing earlier in that evening. She said that he left their home on Cole Street shortly after midnight and did not return. Gibson is described by police as a black male, 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing approximately 149 pounds, with brown eyes and black hair. He was last seen wearing red, white, and blue sweatpants, black and red sneakers, and a dark hooded sweatshirt. Anyone with information is asked to call their local police department. A former juvenile detention center is now up for sale after closing back in 2002. The building, which housed a women's prison and juvenile detention center, is a 1.93-acre property and a 3-story building off North River Street in Wilkes-Barre. The county courts closed the facility, stating that they would no longer send juveniles there. They in turn began sending juveniles to PA Child Care, the facility co-owned by Drums-based attorney Robert Powell and Allegheny County investment banker Gregory Zappala. The facility has since stood vacant except for Luzerne County Correctional Facility staff using it for training purposes. Offers on the property are being accepted through July 19th. Well, travel back in time to the 1940s this weekend with a very well-known tank in Berwick. The first annual weekend at Stewie's will be held at Riverfront Park in Berwick this Saturday and Sunday to welcome home Stuart Light Tank that was built in Berwick in December of 1942. The Stuart Tank Memorial is something that makes Berwick unique. The weekend-long event will take residents back in time to the World War II era at no charge.
The event is going to be held at the Berwick Test Track on South Eaton Street from 10 till 5 on Saturday and Sunday, July 9th and 10th. There's no admission for anyone looking to attend, as well as the swing dance that's going to be held at Reliance Fire Hall on Saturday evening, July 9th from 6 to 9 p.m. There's no admission.
Guests can expect many different historical displays, live entertainment, and an event of a swing dance.
If someone shows up to the event, they're going to see Allied and Axis encampments. They're going to see military vehicles. We'll have live big band music. They're going to be able to purchase things from military vendors, food vendors. We'll have community groups, veterans groups. So whoever comes to the event, they're going to be able to take a step back in time to the World War II era.
Again, the event is free to the public and will be held this Saturday and Sunday at the Test Track in Berwick. For more information, you can visit bringstewiehome.org. Time now for a first look at our forecast. A beautiful but muggy day here in northeastern Pennsylvania after all that rain in many parts of our area. John Eric Pola is back in for Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk, and he's in the Weather Center with all the details. John, what can viewers expect weather-wise over the next few days?
Well, Ann, it appears that tomorrow's going to be a pretty good day, around 88 degrees tomorrow, but then I hate to say it to everybody, rain. Rain coming up the next 3 days after that. We'll have more on that later. And back to you at the desk.
Thanks, John. Coming up next, a bridge in Plymouth Township is finally open again after 5 years. WYLN's Aaron Harvey will have more on that story from officials. Plus, get your bikes ready for this Saturday for the annual Bike Rodeo in McAdoo. More news, weather, and sports is coming your way only on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, Weather with Meteorologist Joe Garbaczyk, and Sports with Eric DeBerardinis.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tourinapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kielbasa festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA.
The 32nd Annual Frontier Days and Championship Rodeo, July 12th through the 17th. Cowboys from all over the East will compete in bull riding, calf roping, championship rodeo, bareback, bronc riding, and more. Rodeo runs Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and Bull-O-Rama on Sunday. All shows begin at 7:30 p.m. Enjoy vendors, crafts, food, and free entertainment nightly beginning at 5 p.m. The Benton Rodeo and Championship Rodeo, Route 487 in Benton, PA. For more information, go to bentonrodeo.com. The Cowboys are back, and the Bulls are ready. Are you?
A bridge that was destroyed nearly 5 years ago in Plymouth due to flooding has been repaired. WYLN's Aaron Harvey has more.
1, 2, 3.
Residents of Plymouth and Plymouth Township have been waiting 5 years for the opening of the new bridge in Plymouth Township. The bridge was destroyed in 2011 due to flash flooding along with several homes. Senator John Udechak says because the bridge was destroyed, residents had a 45-minute detour just to get to their homes.
When we had the flash flooding in 2011, it really was a storm of a historic storm of biblical proportion, where homes were ripped from their foundation, cars were tossed down the street, the road was busted beyond repair, and this bridge was destroyed. And what that meant to the friends and families here in Cole Street was they couldn't get to their homes. There was a 45-minute detour to get from your home to work or to go to the grocery store. In addition, whether it's fire or EMS services, there would be a 45-minute delay on those services. That was simply unacceptable. It was unsafe, and we were able to put together a recovery team, a Coal Creek recovery team, among the communities of Plymouth and Plymouth Township.
Residents of Plymouth and Plymouth Township worked hard over the past 5 years to try and get their bridge back.
They really had a stubborn resilience. Not only do we have a new bridge, they found a temporary bridge. So there was a minimal impact, really a de minimis impact of that storm on the residents of Coal Creek, and the recovery started immediately. The storm was historic, the recovery was historic, and it's a proud day for Plymouth and Plymouth Township.
Plymouth Township Supervisor, Chairman of the Board, Gail Conrad, says the bridge will be a great thing for residents.
Today's event is great. As I said earlier, it's a small bridge to some, but it is a grand thing for the folks, officials, residents, everybody in Plymouth Borough and Plymouth Township. It's a 5-year struggle, but we're glad this day came, and we're grateful for all who was involved, everyone who helped, all the agencies, the state and federal people who helped us get here, and more so, we just hope we don't have to go through this again.
Mayor of Plymouth Borough, Dorothy Petrosky, had her own experience with the 2011 flood.
It was a terrible, terrible experience. And my own personal experience that I'll never forget is I live on Flat Road, which a lot of people don't know, but it's directly across Route 11 from Cole Street. And my family homestead is there, and I was trying to get from my house on Shawnee Avenue down to our homestead on Flat Road. And you hear the people saying, don't ever drive through raging waters. And I had, I always listened, and I never thought that I would experience it, but I was trying to get to my sister who was at our family homestead, and I was battling the waters as they were raging down Cole Street, and they were diverting over Route 11, and I couldn't get there. I had to stop, and luckily I was able to turn around and get back to my own home. My son-in-law was there. We tried in his bigger car, and we still couldn't get there. So like I said, it was devastating to so many people in so many personal ways, and it's hard to believe that all this has been accomplished.
Petrosky is relieved the struggle is over after 5 years.
Well, definitely. As they said, it may be a small bridge, but it's vital to the people here, especially, and all of the emergency vehicles and, services that they need. So it's amazing to have this permanently here now.
In Plymouth Township, for WILN News, I'm Aaron Harvey.
Thank you, Aaron. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is out, and John Eric Poli is in, and he'll have a full look at our forecast. Plus, details on this weekend's bike rodeo in McAdoo. Stay tuned. More news is coming your way, including sports, here on WYLN.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer, dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed.
WYLN has strong ties to the community and it's committed to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hands Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to Pennsylvania continues with the broadcast of Hazelton's Fun Fest Parade and the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants to Spare Hill climb. And throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other community events. WYLN, we're your local network.
Well, today was an interesting day. We had some rain real early in the morning, then it was cloudy, then the sun finally came out, so pretty interesting day. Let's look at some things that are going on right now. Temperature around 78 degrees right now, dew point 67 degrees Fahrenheit there. Humidity around 68%. And the rainfall, you see a little bit of rainfall there, 0.28. That's because last night, whoever was watching the fireworks, it was raining. Then it carried on into the morning. Right now, wind, not too bad. There was some breeze, though, earlier throughout the day. The high today, 78 degrees. That was around 4:20 this afternoon. The low, 64 degrees, and that was around 1:40. That's when things were still raining and cooler out. Wind gusts 12 miles per hour, and that came around 2:37 this afternoon. State temperatures, take a look across the board here. I mean, really, all the way right across, nothing really too bad. In fact, this is right now current temperatures. Things were a lot better actually earlier, especially take a look down here around like the Pittsburgh area. This right across actually flirted with the 80s today, even got into there a little bit. You see Boca at the airport, 79 degrees. Out west, numbers in the 70s there. Really, State College, 68. Johnstown, you see 67. That area was a little bit cooler, but really some nice temperatures. Let's get a look at the wind speeds here. Wind speeds, again, this is current right now going on. We see in the middle of the state there, calm around 5 degrees. However, that was actually a little heavier with wind today. You see out Franklin area there was a lot cooler. Avoca 6 at the airport. Let's get into the 7-day forecast here a little bit and talk about that with some of the rain coming up. Today we know it was mostly cloudy throughout the day. Sun finally came out. Tomorrow, what a beautiful day, 88 degrees. It's going to be a great day for everybody. Thursday, on and off rain all day. It looks like 50-50 shot all day. Friday, going to be a real nice day. However, Friday night, you get to go out. Weekend time, you're going to get rained on probably, it looks like. And that rain's going to last into Saturday. And then Sunday and Monday, things are going to look really good for the rest of the week there. So, more news, weather, and sports coming your way right here on WYLN.
If you're not in danger and you see a crime, text 274-637, 274-637, 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. Text 274-637. Send your tip, take them off the street. No one will know your identity.
Now helping to solve or prevent a crime is just a text away. Text my tips to the word crimes and let the law help you.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, we'll meet Angelique, a very active, very fit young woman who is able to stay in the gym and stay active in spite of some health issues thanks to good chiropractic care. First story this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. Join us.
Children can get their bikes ready this Saturday for the annual Bike Rodeo that will take place in McAdoo. WYLN's Abby Piskel has all the details.
This Saturday at 11 a.m., the McAdoo and Klein Township Police Departments will be hosting the annual Bike Rodeo. The rodeo will take place at the Adams Street Playground in McAdoo for children of all ages in the local McAdoo, Klein Township, and Tresco areas.
We're going to, myself and Klein Township, Officer Elias, are going to host a bike rodeo for the kids down at the Adams Street Playground July 9th at 11 a.m. It's just a little get-together for the younger kids, something for them to do because there's not much to do here in town.
The rodeo will include an obstacle course, helmet and brake checks, and of course snacks for the children to enjoy. Parents are asked to bring a small and current picture of their child so it can be made into their very own driver's license.
We're going to get them together. We're going to write down the serial numbers on their bikes, check brakes and helmet sizes and things like that. We're going to log their make and model of their bikes and log it on to make sure that it goes with the correct kit if it's ever found. We're going to just set up a small obstacle course. We're asking parents to bring a current picture of their child because we're going to print out driver's licenses for them. And it should just be a lot of fun.
The event is free, but registration can be done at the McAdoo or Klein Township police stations.
The parents can come. They're welcome to come down as well. They don't have to stay. It's going to be July 9th again at 11 a.m. Adams Street Playground. And we do have registration forms here at the McAdoo Borough as well as one in Klein Township that the kids can sign up. And we're encouraging them to sign up so that we're sure of how many are going to come.
In McAdoo, for WYLN News, I'm Abby Piskel.
Thank you, Abby. Coming up next, Eric DeBardinas is in with sports here on WYLN. Plus, John Eric Poli is back in for Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacic, and we'll have one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
Once again, WYLN will be at the oldest motorsporting event in America, the Giants Despair. WYLN will give you all the turn-by-turn coverage July 10th beginning at 11 a.m. WYLN, the station to turn to when you want live sports. Pennsylvania Pipeline Music TV features performances and interviews with the best musicians from all over, showcasing their original music and sharing their stories. Watch Pennsylvania Pipeline Music TV Thursdays at 8, Sundays at 9 on WYLN TV 35. Tune in each week to WYLN TV 35 to watch the #1 Hazleton-based broadcasted television talk show, The Storm, hosted by Tiffany Cloud. Candidates, politicians, community leaders, and more appear on The Storm when they want to be heard. New shows air Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and these additional airtimes. Only on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
Baseball and hot dogs, about as American as you can get on the 4th of July. Hot dogs coming later, Iron Rail Series highlights now. The most patriotic uniforms ever, as the Rail Riders' Dominican Republic native Luis Severino was dealing. He fanned 4 on the night, slowly returning to form with 34 strikeouts over his last 6 starts. Bottom of the 3rd, Scranton Wilkes-Barre down 1-0, Eddie Rodriguez singles to right, Jose Rosario will cross, and we have a tie ball game. Later in the frame, Aaron Judge, who was named to the AAA Home Run Derby today, doesn't knock a homer, but puts his team ahead. 2 will score, the Rail Riders capture the victory, 5-2 the final. Tonight, the finale of just a 2-game set between the two teams. 7:05 first pitch with Anthony Vasquez on the hill for the visiting Iron Pigs, while Phil Koch takes the mound for the red-hot Rail Riders. In the never-ending story and never-ending drama, it seems like the battle over the famed Joe Paterno statue will continue. Today, more than 200 former Penn State Lettermen signed and sent a petition to the university in an effort to return the storied Joe Pa bronze figure to its former place on Porter Road outside of Beaver Stadium. Also in the petition, a movement to bring back the wall behind the statue that was also taken down that portrayed some of the football team's greatest accomplishments. Right now, the statue is in a, quote, secure location, according to the school. Tonight on Late Edition Sports, hear how the university has responded. We can't watch live college football for another 2 months, but we can watch lists. This morning, 3 names Penn State fans should be familiar with received some national recognition as the 2016 College Football Award watch lists were released. 2 Nittany Lions appear on the Maxwell watch list for Most Outstanding Player in the Country. They are sophomore running back Saquon Barkley and junior wide receiver Chris Godwin. Barkley set the Penn State freshman rushing record last year with 1,076 yards, collecting plenty of other hardware, while Godwin hauled in over 1,100 yards to go along with 5 touchdown catches. Defensively, linebacker Jason Kabinda landed on the Bednarik Award watch list for College Defensive Player of the Year. Yesterday, Kevin Durant agreed to join the Golden State Warriors as a free agent, creating a super real-life and 2K team. That opened up a lot for other players and teams. Today, the 76ers agreed to terms with Gerald Henderson to a 2-year, $18 million contract. Henderson, a 28-year-old Philadelphia native, projects as the team's starting shooting guard next season. Meanwhile, the Knicks inked Spanish center and 2015 second-round pick Willy Hernangomez to a multi-year deal. Wrestling-style championship belts, all the rage recently. Yesterday, the iconic mustard yellow international belt on the line in the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. 100 years they have been doing this, and Joey Chestnut, he's only 32, but has eaten enough hot dogs to last 100 lifetimes. And he was on his game yesterday. Check out the technique, the bite, the use of water. 70, that's his final tally. That's hot dogs plus buns. He easily wins while setting the record and just an unreal celebration as well. Stay tuned. Coming up, John Eric Polai is in with a final look at the forecast.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget. Restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
I'm Ann Gownley, News Director at WYLN, and being able to volunteer my time and give back to the community in which I work and to those family members of mine who have been struck by cancer, it means so much to give back to the community as a volunteer.
Go hog wild for Iron Pigs Baseball. WYLN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs live. America's favorite pastime on your local network, WYLN TV 35. See the Stars of Tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WYLN TV 35. Visit WYLNTV.com for a complete Iron Pigs schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WYLN, your home for live sports.
Well, tonight will be a nice, clear night for everybody. It was a pretty good day today. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, 88 degrees. Thursday, 50-50 chance of rain all day. We're going to see some scattered thunderstorms throughout the day. Friday, going to be nice during the day. However, at night, we're going to see some rain. Saturday, we're going to see rain in the morning. That's lasting from Friday night. Things are going to clear up for the rest of the day. Sunday, nice day all day, 81 degrees, and it's going to be a nice breezy day on Sunday. And then Monday, another nice day to end the week there. taking a look at those lows, not too bad. 60s all across the board, besides for Monday, the low 57 degrees there. High temperatures pretty good as well. No more 70s. This week we saw some 70s all across. Now looking in the 80s. Finally now July, get to the warm months, and maybe Ann Gownley could start working on her tan pretty soon.
I don't get a tan. We've discussed this.
Well,
I'm Irish. I just burn. It's all right. It's all right. Julie's on there with me. But all that matters is maybe you can get a tan on Sunday, because here at WYLN, we are proud to once again bring you the Giants Despair Hill Climb. That's in Laurel Run, right around Wilkes-Barre. You won't want to miss it. We will be broadcasting live from 1 until 4 o'clock. It's a great sport. We had Weatherly last month, the hill climb this weekend. Make sure to check it out. Have a good night, everyone.